evening, everyone. Welcome to our today's webinar. So, if you're building or renovating your home, you already know this. Beautiful interiors aren't just about spending more; they are about making the right decisions at the right time. So that's exactly why we are bringing you this webinar today. Beautiful interiors, intelligent budgets, 7 Bangalore-specific interior decisions luxury homes get right. So we are delighted to have with us Mrs. Gunjan Chaturvedi, Managing Director of
Vishisht Interiors.
Managing Director of Vishisht Interiors, and she has over 20 years of experience in furniture and interior space. She has led and delivered multiple high-end residential and office projects and brings deep expertise in residential interiors. She has also spent a decade in the retail business, head at Featherlight Living, giving her a rare perspective combining design, sensibility, execution, and cost intelligence. Today, she'll walk us through the key decisions that truly define luxury homes in Bangalore without unnecessary overspending. So this webinar is hosted by Kolo as a part of our mission to give homeowners the right information at the right time, so you can make confident decisions and avoid costly mistakes. So let's get started, ma'am. Over to you. You can start the session.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Am I audible to all of you?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening. I guess we all are here to understand how to create our own beautiful spaces, and that too, which doesn't hit our banks and pockets, and then still our creativity, we will be able to maintain and sustain the creativity. Am I right? I would like you all to be a more interactive if possible. Is it good? Am I? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. Participants, you can answer to ma'am's questions.
You can answer, because if it is interactive, you are discussing about your own home and your queries related to your own spaces. So it would be more entertaining for all, and then we all can be more interactive towards our queries, right?
Yes, ma'am, they are giving thumbs ups. I think they are following it too.
Okay. See, basically, if we look at our past, sustainability was literally ingrained in everything we did in India. If you see from the concept of space management and designing of the space, we basically respect nature. Basically, we always vouch for minimalizing waste and locally sourcing whatever in our own area, locally sourcing the solutions for our requirements. Now, in today's time, as we all belong to different places and then we gather in some part, like as of now, we are in Bangalore. So we have our own spaces with our own different roots at the back of it. And now we are looking for how we can actually bring our own culture. How can we really combine our culture, our creativity, our modern lifestyle with this space that we are in today? So the topic of today's subject is relevant, that we want to create beautiful interiors. Am I right? Hello? I guess I have a problem. Just give me a second.
No, ma'am, actually you're audible.
Yeah,
our participants are giving thumbs ups.
Yes, the thing is, my slide has some issue, if I'm not wrong. Give me a second. Yeah. So
Sure,
so basically, if we really want to understand, like, see, it's very easy to say, what are the most popular designs that we are in this space today in Bangalore, and which are more floating, because we all want to be paced up with the time and the space where we are. But our understanding should be very clear of what we ourselves are. Basically, if we look into a house, it is more about being a facilitator for the family which is living there, as you can correctly see in the slide as well. So we basically go for 3 concepts when we create there are three core key points which we have to consider. One is context, one is client, and one is concept. Now, if you see in what context, what am I designing this space for and whom? He wanted for his office, a clinic, a shop, a house, a farmhouse, or a holiday house, or what's the context of creating that space? That is very important. So that's the most relevant factor, which refers to what we are doing and then what is the need of that space to be created. Then the second most important aspect is the client, because whatever discussed and whatever we are trying to sit on and work on is based on the requirement of the client. And third is what concept they like. Now, this is a tricky part because we all grow up in our own specific areas. And technically, when we just pick a home, we only read online and we hear from here and there and we understand, okay, this is in trend, let me go for it. This is in trend, let me pick that. But is it really what I live as a person? That sometimes we get misguided. So it is very important, like what concept we work on. Now, if you actually see, we basically divide this, or the kind of topic that we are discussing is like, what are the best 7 today's trendy lifestyle patterns or designing of spaces? Now, this is if you really want to think about it, it is basically the designing of the philosophies that we all believe in as individual person. And then only if we understand it, I understand this is how this person lives, I understand this is how this space is, but my space is this, and I want it to be designed in this way, but I really want a professional help to make me understand how can I give it the best look, what is the color I like, how can I make it look more aesthetically appealing. So then only every home becomes unique, because every client is different, every person is different. We can categorize them into modes of decor theoretically, because that's our subject. We can always give a definition to a thought, but what is the most important part is the thought, basically the concept that you as an individual believe in. Now, if you actually see what kind of interior, why do I need an interior designer? Actually, first let us even think on that line, because we should understand why we really need. If I can't cure myself, I need a doctor. If I can't construct a house, I need somebody to plan it, so an architect, and then to construct it. So I need to understand that why do I need an interior designer? Because I know my requirement. I know what is good for me. I have the sense of color and surrounding, what I like. Then why I need somebody to really come and guide me on that line. Am I right? This is basically a question I feel when I meet people and try to create their apartments or their residences or their spaces. But we always need somebody who is more focused on that particular area of knowledge. It is not that you can't define your house, but it is that because you are busy in many other aspects of life, you want somebody to take care of it in a professional manner, with accountability, which give you a space saving essential environment which is calm and relaxing for you as a person individual, not like what is in trend. The trend comes in picture with whatever is most comfortable, that has been evolved. So this is basically a combo of art and science, that a person like me or us who are in this creative field of playing around with colors in the form of numerous elements, we play that role for you. As this, you can consider us as the artist for you, who is painting, instead of painting a house, is building a space, or with you creating it in a more professional way and guiding you hand in hand and telling you, you like this, okay, we can create it out of this. Like if you like orange, if you like red, I can't paint your wall red, it will make it look very small, but I can bring it in the form of brick shade, in the form of wall on walls, or maybe a little more design carved. If you like ethnic way of decor, then maybe I can use localized, created, handmade Antangudi tiles, which are traditional. If you like splash of colors, if you like more of neutral palettes, I can guide you what you can use Kota stone as your floor. If you like wooden, then I can suggest you. So the like us are basically playing that role for you. That you can basically create your own space without breaking your bank account. That's the most important part of it, because we have to really create a matchmaking between your thoughts and the practical elements available to bring them into picture. So here, if I start with, let's work, let us discuss on some generic topics, and then we will come on most um, probably most admired aspects of decor in as on today and today time. So I feel what you should do is to start with, when you really think of a home or a space, or let it be any space for you, what you should do or start with is try a new thought with what you already have. You have a table, you have a furniture, you have a sofa, you have a art piece, you have a lamp, a light, and anything it could be. Understand and see it. What can I do with it? How can I make it look new? How we can play around with gold? If I just I can reshape it, right? So your wood, your stone, all these can be reshaped. Your fabric, your texture, anything that you have. So that makes a difference. There you need expert. You need to move around your stuff from one room to other room and see, okay, let me fix this here. You really need not to create everything all together. Your furniture, your upholstery, your flooring, all will add a character to your space. So what you already have, first look at it. Then see, okay, what form of colors and decor I like, and how can I use what I already have. Basically, your requirement is tech savvy functionality. Like you really need to see the warmth. Your home should not look like when you go to hotels, you actually get really mesmerized. Oh, I really want my space like this. But I bet if I give you a chance to just live there, you as a human would require or crave for your own space, because this is what I am. When you come back from office, from presentation, from travel, from anybody, there is a psychological impact on you that, oh, I'm going back home. So that home thing should be a home thing. You should always focus on warm minimalism and a sense of class along with it. Basically, you are a living creature. You are creating a space that also has to breathe with you. I have a very strong belief in it, that your home grows with you, because you earn, you try to create a space, let the world be whatever size it is. This is your world. It should reflect you as a personality. It should reflect what you like, how you are. That's your belonging. So it breathes with you. You can always experience it. Basically, as a friend, I'm telling you, if you really keep small things moving here and there, a little change, a little extra cleaning someday in your house, and probably feeling like, oh, really? I dress up my child so well. That kind of feel and calm you will get if you really get involved with your space. And if you like, you can feel that connect with your God if you are into that zone of thought. If you have a small corner but yours, when you close your eyes and you try to pray something, I bet the image that comes or what your brain gives you is of your place. You might not remember the big temples which you have visited or any other prayer zone, but maybe a small corner of your place, you will feel it's me, it's mine. That is what homes are all about. So we need to add these plants. Your home should breathe. So we work on lights, we work on airflow, and this is study we call architecture. And when somebody constructed scientifically, okay, so that you have maximum light coming in your house, you have different patterns of the stone or the brick or the iron bars or walls being created in different formats, and so the light comes in a different pattern and falling in your own space on you, and then you feel, wow. So that's the study, but that's a choice. So it's a combo of imagination and the person who learn how to, in which part of the earth is your space located. How can I maximize this biophilic design concept? Means, how can I get maximum light? How can I get maximum air? How can I get my house breathing, smelling with with the day as it grows and goes? So basically, as if you are so involved with your place and if you like to do all that, then you need somebody to discuss all this with you, to sit with you, to understand what are your cultural requirements and how you can merge it with today's exposure of what you get and you call modern design. Basically, if you see everything we need, we really need not to be invented again, and really help if we have our own, if we actually look back at our own backyards and see what we do, how to sustain, how to be more sensitive towards what we have. It gives you a sense, oh, I would like to retrieve it. I want to have it. This is my own. Then you sit with people like us. And then you say, okay, boss, how can we do? What can we do with it? I really wanted to be part of it. And then comes art and science together. Then comes a modern design with the evolution of science and the kind of products we have around now with the cultural fusion. So combining modern design with the traditional lifestyle is the major part which any interior design firm can play for you without making a whole house look like a heritage site. Like if someone, if your son or daughter's friend enter in your house, should feel that it has been evolved with age. It is not, oh, I like myself so much, so I really get stuck 50 years. That should not happen. House is a living thing. With you, it grows. So it should not look like a heritage site. You really need elements of your culture, but it should be new and it should be of today's functionality. This can be done utilizing different patterns. Like we have in some of our grandparents' houses, we have good wooden doors of old times. Of course, we can't go back to those places. We can't bring everything out here, but we can bring those intricate woodwork pieces, some nice beds, some mirror play we can do, some handmade tiles, something that we really want to have with us, and then play with the science of today and what elements are there today, and then use them as part of your own being in your own space. Now I would like to, I am more, I guess maybe my profession make me like this, that more used to of a question and answer, a question and answer. I think it's after a long time I'm just talking to you guys and assuming that you all are listening, and because I'm not hearing anything, probably after I finish it, I would really like to talk to you all. So basically, we have in these big cities, we end up, most of the clients end up picking apartment spaces. Very few have individual villas or a bigger space line, but otherwise a 2 BHK, 1 BHK, 3, 4. I mean, this is how we define the space based on the size of it. Now, if a family of 5 is living in a 900 square feet area, so we need, it's suppose a 2 BHK house per se. Everybody has their own individual requirement. So we really need to design spaces. We can't keep a wardrobe, a bed, and a kitchen and say, okay, enjoy. So then it will not serve the purpose of evolution that happened in modern time, and the kind of uh, facilities you can actually keep within budget in your own house, making that area more functional, more airy, more open, and livable for all. So design plays a very big role, especially in terms of aesthetics and space management, with the size or the number of people residing together, with the kind of ages they belong to. A grandfather, or suppose it is 3 generations, father and then the kids. So they all have different thought process, different bandwidth, different different bandwidth to imagine things or accept things. So we really need to create a culture oriented, functional modern space. When we enter anywhere, if it is really airy and open, dark, it will complement the dark colors. But when we really need to apply logic. There is primarily a theory that can cure you with colors, right? It applies on everything. You really need to be sensitive about understanding that creation of a house is not a definition comes under the term of interior. Interior means inside my own space. But how and what is my requirement? There are various sciences behind creating that space for you. There is a numerology, there is a Vastu Shastra, there is a color therapy, there is a water therapy, and they all exist. So you need experts' guidance to make you understand how to make your own place a happy place for you. If I, as an individual, like white, probably you might like pink or off white, or maybe yellow, or maybe green. But how can we decide what color should be around to give that kind of wave to my brain to make it more functional and happy? Basically, 60% of the home must be color with the primary shade. Like, it should be your base. It, generally, a neutral color, light color body makes it look more open. That's a general observation. But we really need to sit with all individuals for whom we are creating these spaces. And then we should decide, because primarily 60% coverage of that space is of a neutral tone. Complementing 30% should be secondary color. It could bring through anything. Like in a room, I have a wardrobe, but I like one color so much, but I can't paint my whole room black. But if I like black a lot, I can always play with black on my wardrobe, on my study, on my bed, on my TV, on my other things around, which are which is not a movable object. Like, I'm not going to move my wardrobe every day. It's going to be fixed stuff in my room. But I can always change my curtains. I can always change my headboard color, my bed sheets. So ideally, you should play on secondary color on something which is easy to change, which should not be a wall or any big body. So that will play a 30% part of the color. And then 10% like I really want a highlighter. It could be anything. It could be a jungle theme, a kids theme, a nature's theme, a color, a ocean, or anything. I want when I open my eyes, I want to see a graphic of ocean in front of me. Fair enough. We can't create all walls of ocean theme, right? But we can bring the color of ocean. Like somebody likes blue a lot, so then we say, okay, let's really go for a nautical interior. Now that's how we define them to make the person who is working for you. We give terms. Okay, nautical means okay, marine related, oceanic colors, natural wood, worn out stuff, that kind of decor, having stripes. So those kind of concepts will come into picture. That is how when we come to the topic, like which are the most in trend solutions, there is nothing like most in trend. It's a scientific study that at particular time and period, most of the we what we like is what we see, right? What we buy is again what we see. So what people are selling, which people are buying more. So this is all interconnected. When you create a home, when you create your own space, what you should consider is primarily you. You should define how my space is going to be, what I like to see when I wake up in this house, how I want to feel when I enter in this space called my house. It is my space, so I'm going to give that respect to that place. It's a living thing which grows with me, where my parents are there with me and my child is growing with me. So this is three generations sharing their emotions together. So that's why the house is something which you really need to think a lot as a character which you have to be displayed around as it is your own place, right? So to do such things, we interior designers, because we are an outsider, we are meeting you probably today. Somebody told you, yes, they can create a space for you. They don't. They are good at it per se. Now, how will we understand what to do? Earlier, it was like the method was people tell their preferences and then leave it on people. Now we are in the age of exposure with many images around floating in front of our eyes, and we always feel I like this blue theme, then I say I like this black, then the third person in the house say I want orange. But you can't create a house like a bouquet, right? I mean, it's a bouquet, but you can't really play around with colors like that. So now the science has been evolved in which we can create these visualizations for you. We can tell you, okay, boss, you have a 10 feet wall, you have a 8 feet wall, you have a 6 feet wall, you have this product to be kept around. This is all what you're using. This is your height. At this level, you should keep it. All this, which is a very day-to-day thing that we do, but we never define it. You know, we don't keep telling, oh, I like my plant a lot. But when I look at it and a flower is blooming, I feel happy. So it's something like that, that in our brain, we process and we understand, okay, I'm going to keep this stuff here. How I'm going to tell this person? And I say, so this is my kitchen space, design it. No, this is my kitchen space. These are the objects I use in my kitchen. These are the tools I have. Suggest some more what I can do to make it more space saving or functional and handy to use. So for that, there are two ways which we call technically 2D and 3D visualization. It's all revolving around you. 2D will show you, okay, this is the measurement. That's how a box will measure. So you know, if I have this size box, what I can keep. If I have this size box, what I can keep. What all I have to keep, so then where I can keep. How am I going to use or how frequently? So where should I have what size of box? You know, I'm a left-hander or a right-hander. So like that. So this is how your 2D visualization, if you can see on the left part of your slide, it shows the measurements. In the right side, you will see, okay, what I select out of lot of books which you show me, you bombarded me with lot of ideas. But then a designer should sit with you and then we ask you, sir, more or less which color you like. Yeah, brown appeals me, neutral tone appeals me, blue appeals. Then we try to create a visualization, a visual image out of the choices that you make. So you say, yeah, this is how I want my place to look like. That is what a 3D image look like of the version of a 2D. You can see both on the same screen. Okay. So these are basically the tools which we use to make you connect with what you are imagining and what you are understanding and what it is looking like. We really need to get this reassurance because suppose in a classroom there are 40 kids. Now teacher is saying, yeah, I told everybody know that. No, everybody doesn't know everything the way it is being told. They don't understand everything the way it is being imagined or expected. Everybody has their own different visualizations. How to reconfirm what I teach or what I inform you, you grasp it the way I wanted it or I try to. How? So in today's time, luckily, we have even the written and the picture format of it. Okay, what we have discussed, this is how we divide your space. The colors that we have picked, this is how it will look. Give ample time to it before starting actually purchasing and putting your house into budget. Nowadays, I see people, they just say, this is my space, this is my floor plan, and please give me the budget. Now, this is not how you should define. If even you have 10 rupees, but your requirement is fulfilling in 2, why should you give 10? Why should you spend? Just because somebody is telling you this is good for you. Listen, hear it out. Then visualize, then understand, then evaluate. Is it really what I want? So, how can most of the people, because I'm in this zone since long, I realize most of the people's decision criteria is, yeah, share me the quote and then they will meet or not meet. Don't do that. Meet people who are going to create a space for you. Tell them your likings, spend time with them, then create your own space. And motamati, you will anyways get that, okay, if I use this, they will guide you. In a small format, they will guide you. If you use this, like how you go to a jeweler shop. If you use silver, 18 karat gold, 24, 22 karat gold, that's how the price varies. I can create the same design in all of these. But this element costs you this much, so your budget is this much. It's not because I am doing this. It's because we are doing this. So when you create a home, it is as good as you're talking to your doctor or a therapist who is creating that that calmness for your mind. So this plays a very big role in selection of people. Don't go by definitions, don't go by budget, don't go by what others are. Think inside yourself and see what you are as a character, what you want to depict in your space line. And then when I tell you about, when we explain the elements to you, you can coordinate your brain thinking with the budget part of it, right? Because you understand, yes, this is what I am okay, so I will use this element. So that plays a major role in decision, but that doesn't play the only role in decision. Second is what presentation of the space I would like to have for myself. There comes those design patterns or different interior design patterns which we defined for your understanding. Like we have defined 2D and 3D visualization. If you see the screen, here kitchen is given as an example. measurement, and then how will it look after making. Here a wardrobe is given. This is how you have imagined it. These are the colors which you have picked, and this is how it will look, and this is the drawing which shows when you open the wardrobe what is the size of what and how will it look. Like the same way, we have different categories explaining if you like warm color more, if you like traditional theme more. So there are different categories we have defined just for understanding of your liking to execute it for you. Here again, one more same thing. So this is how. And now, if I really need to explain, see there are what are the various forms of interior, just to, because that itself is a very vast topic, and I think we have already covered 45 minutes. So I'll just take 5 more minutes and then we can do questions. Basically, which are the 7 most popular trends as on today? So there are many ways of decoring your home. There is one is nowadays everything is maximalist. Everybody is maximalist. Everything is on extreme. Good is on extreme. Bad is on extreme. People are particular on their thoughts. Everything is on extreme. So there is a form of interior also, which is called maximalist interiors. Now, form. Now, that one is like you use bold color, really bold color and patterns. I did a mistake. I should have created those slides, but probably what we have can help you to understand what I am saying. Basically bold colors, a lot of, like, everything is layered textures. I want wood also, I want fabric also with so much pattern, intricate designs, embroidery, statement pieces, red, green, bold, nice. A simple example is like this Sabyasachi saris and designs and wallpapers, too much designs, everything is too much, not very neutral, plain. That's maximalist form of decor. Like, I want everything loud, statement, rich, various textures, and that. But actually, that is a good form of design if you have a bigger space. I mean, ideally. Otherwise, you really need to highlight a space in your house, and then you can go for that kind of decor. The most popular, the second category, the first is maximalist, which I say first. Second is contemporary. Nowadays, everybody scroll a lot of online images, and then they say, I want a contemporary house. If you ask them, what is contemporary for you? Then they say, I want a modern living. Done. What is modern living for you? So, of course, a person can't define much because technical definitions to nahi aate. So basically, if you are a person who doesn't like too much jig, shine around, you like very neutral palettes, neutral shades, minimalistic functional stuff around, and modern materials, open spaces, that form of decor is contemporary. So that is again a very popular one. Low maintenance and then clean looking, basically. So that is contemporary. Now, if you see third one, that is art deco interior. In art deco interior, you use a lot of geometric things. There are certain people who like everything in, like, if you can see this image, there is one very neutral cream wall. In the center, there is geometric pattern. In one, it is texture. Some people like it like neutral. Some want some patterns to be there, but in the typical color and all. So art decor is basically luxurious, but you want most of the statement pieces, rich colors and patterns, like geometries around. Many people are not comfortable with geometry. Many are not comfortable with metallic sheen. Many are not comfortable with neutral palette. Preferences. We as professionals guide you on creating a happy space with what you like. I can't say, no, sir, nobody is following geometry nowadays. Why you like a tree in your space? It is not done. Just cut it off. No. We need to really create a space for you in your how you want it to be shaped. And then there is one more fourth very common and very popular term is wabi sabi. Now, many people say, now what is wabi sabi form of decor? It's basically earthy, organic, asymmetric, minimal. It basically leans into beauty of things that are little worn, a little weathered, completely real. Rooted in Japanese philosophy, it's all about simplicity, calm, appreciating natural colors, light wood, open spaces, low seating. So when you say wabi sabi, you really should see how many of you are really good with your health aspects to sit on low seats and low tables, and that's how the form of decor. It's basically more low heighted furniture, open spaces, minimal natural stuff, elements that you use for your decor. Then there comes the most common one, that's the traditional interior, because we are Indians. So we like rich, classic, symmetric, ornate, saja, daja, brass, with stones, wood, color. We like mix of things, how we are as a character, as personality, as people. So if you go for traditional homes, you have maximum wavelength to work and do, because like India, it has a huge variety which gives you a seamless, endless way to create. Even throughout the way you grow, your house will grow, and you just by changing some small stuff here and there, every time you feel your house is new and something good happen, which I feel other form of decor doesn't allow much. But if you really go for Indian way of decor, as India has different taste and textures and forms of choices, so Indian traditional aspect of residences are most popular because different generations live together, different choices, and then India itself has a lot of variety to offer in terms of color cultures. So a very big bandwidth to create a good space. And then we have shabby chic interior, which is nowadays most seen on internet images like floral prints, laces, and then you have these romantic details of colors, and then like a nostalgia, feminine charm. Some homes you will see all the white spreads with the laces and the pinks and the flowers and the flowery pattern. How you define that space? That is a shabby chic interior. That form of decor is called shabby chic. So that is sixth one. Seventh is of course nautical. Like you will see more of boats and wooden birds, and most of the things which you see around sea or oceans, the shades of oceans, the paintings, those kind of decor which are more on the blue, white, gray, light tones, cloudy, more oceanic colors and color approaches and the stuff and elements. Those are what we cover under shabby chic. So this is how we basically define our spaces. Even a bathroom is something, you can see here. See, I bought slides that I was short of time, so I really couldn't much write about it. But you just see these slides. If you say a bathroom, okay, it's a small space, generally 5 feet by 7 feet, and has a particular usage. But how beautifully they are created, they can be created with the kind of elements we have around. It we offer matlab, the elements which the products which are around are meeting everybody's whatever imagination you do, you have it in the form of a stone to play around in your bathroom areas. Just imagine if you can do this all in your bathroom, then what all you can do in every space of the house. This is probably the smallest space in your house, which is 5 feet by 7 feet, other than your balcony. So that itself is another topic to get into. Balcony spaces, bathroom spaces, bedroom spaces. We can really go for type of interiors and then the spaces wise. But actually speaking, whenever you are trying to create your own house, you really need to see what I want to do, how I want to play around, and how can I make it look more lively as in every corner of the house. So that's what I can suggest. And if you see here in this image, birds are shown on the left extreme. And if you see this particular image here also, you will see this. But only the mere sheer usage of the product, or these are the tiles combo which are shown as example as a combo which has been used in this space. So just by doing that, your space definition just changes. So that's how you should select things, some as highlighters, some as what you like to have around. And yeah, I mean, this is what I can share probably in 50 minutes. So if I did the justice, you have to tell me, and if I can do something and I can answer any of your queries.
So, okay, ma'am, I think we can start our Q&A session.
Please do, please do. I'm really wanting to hear out some other voices as well.
Sure, ma'am. Yes. So if anybody of you has got any questions, please raise your hands. Yes, Rekha P. ma'am has raised her hand. Rekha P. ma'am, you can unmute yourself and ask questions. Rekha P. ma'am, can you please unmute yourself? If anybody of you has got any other questions, please try to raise your hands.
I can see some happy faces. Should ask something. Are you having a house you want to decor, or you want to create a house? What is the idea all about of your presence around us here?
Shrab BK sir, do you have any questions?
Thing is just I'm beginning. I was late to the session. I started just maybe for 30 minutes from past 20 minutes. I'm just listening. I'm civil engineer. From past 2 decades, I'm into this line completely only in construction part. In residential projects, I do take turnkey projects. Right now, regarding the interiors, I listened to the ma'am. The thing is, I have my own building. So I'm confused for I think 3 BHK or 4 BHK. Yeah, 4 BHK have the flat. Is it in the raw structure current status?
So what's
Past,
the query all about?
thing is just is in the raw structure. Uh, do I have to complete the raw structure? I mean, to tires everything, then get involved the interiors. When I should involve this interior into the construction part?
90% people or 99%, we get people, or 95%, of course, we involve people who are into interior designing, not into construction like civil engineers, not
Yeah,
architects who design their space. So
that's right.
primarily, architect and the civil engineers are the first set of people who really get involved at the house. But when it is on the floor plan level and this construction is
That's
about to,
right.
even if you can as a group involve interior person as well, that may because generally people assume that architects anyways will take care of it, because the sole part of that body is the uh, air and the light and the strength of the structure, right,
That's
and
right.
the directions for it. So we have really good architects who take really good care of it, and that's why most of us buy already constructed apartments. We really don't much into it, and when we get into it, then we break the walls sometimes, because don't need in a 4 BHK, we don't need probably a maid room or an extra office room, and we try to merge it. If almost at the while we are constructing, and once the outer structure is all done. At least if that time we can involve our clients understanding their lifestyle, and then basically what role the wall plays. It just divide the area as per our usage, right? And the privacy
Right.
requirement. So at that level, if you involve, a lot of extra nonsense expense can be saved from civil engineer point of view, from architect point of view, from builder point of view, and especially from the customer point of view. Because वो बेचारा पहले बनाने के लिए पैसे देता है, फिर तोड़ने के लिए पैसे देता है. तो वो रुक सकता है अगर फ्लोर प्लान पे काम कर लिया जाए.
In general, there's so much of competition. How much do you exactly they charge for interiors?
I feel it is, see, basically, I'm sorry, I interrupt in between. Basically, when builder is selling the apartment, no, that
Right.
time, people usually book the apartment when they see the layout and the cost factor. Okay,
That's right.
it's my budget, right? At least when it is sold, sit with, or you should have somebody in your team who should, like now these guys are telling that we are doing, example wise, Prestige, Shobha, Purvankara, everybody has in-house interior.
Absolutely.
When do you as a client meet them? When you purchase the house and the handover is done.
Yeah,
Correct?
obviously. Obviously, it's
I am the one
completed.
who is, when I am the one who is constructing, I am the builder, I am the architect, and I am the one who is going to sell it. Then should I involve my own team per se in discussion with client? Just because nobody wants to really give you extra timeline, because they all have their own timelines, right?
Yeah,
So,
in-house.
so as an end user, you should always see when you plan a space as a civil engineer, when you work, definitely inputs are required. System is not very welcoming for at that stage for it. But if it is possible in any, even in 5% people, it can really create better homes, is what
Thank
I
you.
see. So,
Okay,
Hello?
ma'am. So we've got 2 minutes. Yeah, Rega P, ma'am, you can ask a question.
Sorry, there was some issue with my laptop, so I rejoined. Hi, ma'am. It was really nice hearing you. You know
thank you,
what?
Rekha ji.
Yeah, we see like so many videos that this it actually confuses too many options, too many confusions is there, right? But it was so clear because recently I bought one a resale apartment which is like 15-year-old, and I want to renovate, and
Good.
I don't want to do from scratch because it has some quality woodwork, and once it's like it doesn't have much wear and tear, and some has a lot of wear and tear. So I want to take a decision properly where it's cost effective, and it is more I don't want to cause harm to the economic
Of course, it should not
like
hurt you.
yeah, I mean basically simply making a more woodwork where it is like not good for the ecology as well, right? Like environmentally I want to take care as well, not using lot of chemicals or plastics. So I want to keep it simple as you said, right? And it's like, and because it's already 15-year-old, already little bit of age of the building is already done, so I don't want to invest too much on interiors. Maybe maximum 15-20 years the building might have the life, even the quality of construction is good. And also I would like to go for a washroom renovation because it's already 15, there might be some leakages, etc. So this is the best time where I get the basic things fixed, etc. So what's your suggestion?
Where you are in Bangalore?
Yes, ma'am, I'm in a Bangalore.
Okay. So two suggestions which are quick is you should meet one Mr. Sarab BK and two Mrs. Gunjan Chaturvedi. Because these one person, of course, I have a team, but I would always admire if experts can join. We in a 15-year-old building, first thing that you should see is your electrical wiring.
Yeah.
If you are getting into the home, you really need to get that. Even if it is working now, you really need. I suggest you need to get it checked properly. What is the quality, because you have not purchased it and you don't know what was used 15 years back.
Okay.
So that is one thing primarily you should check. Even if things are functional, you should get your wiring check done. Second, your plumbing issues, which luckily anyways you are looking forward for changing. So when you work on these two structural aspects of the house, then looking at the condition of the floor and the wall, we can suggest if any other change is required or not.
Okay.
So Yes, so that way, as a team, we do take renovation as well. We have done recently in Adarsh villas, which are some 20 odd years old.
Okay.
So that 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 guidance we can provide you. You can always meet us or one to one. We can discuss, and looking at the space, we can guide you what exactly you can do.
Okay, ma'am. Sure, sure. So I will I get a contact as in like as a
I
message?
guess Alka can advise you, or maybe if they share this presentation with you, you have my number, or I mean, Alka, you should suggest how to share my number.
Yeah, ma'am. So we can connect Gunjan ma'am with you. Can you, Rega ma'am, can you please share your contacts, or we'll share ours in our chat box.
Okay, ma'am. Sure, sure. I'll chat. I mean, I'll ping you in chat.
Where do you put up in Bangalore?
Ma'am, JP Nagar near second phase. JP Nagar
Seventh
second.
phase JP Nagar. We just finished a project. If you
Okay,
wanna
okay.
meet the client also, we can arrange. We can
Sure.
show you the work.
Okay, ma'am. Sure, sure. Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you, Rega ma'am. So we've got two more questions in our chat box. The first one is, due to space constraints, we are required to place either fridge or pantry unit or crockery unit just behind, attached to the temple from backside. Is it okay as per Vastu, or what remedial measures we can take?
This question is like, I have a headache. Is it okay to have a Ceridon? How would I suggest you like that? You really need to share either the image or the space, or I mean, is it wise to keep? I mean, I really need your kitchen image or the size, something to answer you on this query. How to explain where you can keep your fridge without seeing your space?
Yeah. So the ID is VM. So Mr. I don't know what's your name. So VM, sir or ma'am, if you are in the call, you can just unmute yourself and
Please tell me or share the image. We can guide you.
Hello,
hello.
am I
Hello.
audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello,
Yes.
madam. I'm very happy to go through your session. It was very enlightening.
Thank
And
you. आपका
yeah,
नाम क्या है? What's your name?
I'm Vidya.
Fine. So VM
Yeah,
is Vidya.
yeah, okay.
Okay, Vidya.
So my question was like we also got a resale unit recently, and the thing is this temple space we are going to create in between dining and living,
Okay.
adjacent to the kitchen.
Hmm.
So, the thing is, temple will be facing the living area, and it is
Which
facing
direction is the
facing west. Temple will be facing west.
It is good. East or west, both are good.
Okay. And suppose the behind the temple area, we don't have like three things we need to place, either fridge or crockery unit or pantry unit, because we don't have any other place to keep them. So any one of them should fit that.
See, based on how much area you have. Suppose you want to either keep fridge, crockery, or pantry. Your
Yeah.
fridge requires a depth of minimum 28 inches.
Yeah.
24 for sure. है ना?
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
have this need
Yes.
to have a space like to
Yeah.
open the door.
Yeah.
So if you have 4 feet space there, and if the fridge
Yes.
is comfortable to use, you
Yeah.
can keep
Yeah.
it.
Yes. Yeah,
If
no, but according to Vastu, is it advisable to keep these things attached to the backside
not
of temple?
not a problem. Even there is a big thought about having a common wall between bathroom and mandir.
Yeah.
Even that is the limitation which people feel when we are in apartment.
Yes.
As per Vastu, all you can do is you can always have a layer in between these two.
Yeah.
Like you create a mandir and just
Yeah.
have a layer at the back of it, a piece of ply or something,
Yeah.
a glass or some sheet, which is, or maybe an independent unit just kept as attached to the wall like a wardrobe, but
Yeah.
there is a gap between it. Even
Yeah.
that kills the vastu dosh.
Okay.
So
So,
there is nothing like that. Huh.
okay. So, some few centimeters of ply can be
Can
placed
be
in between.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Even a
Yeah.
space, like if it is
Yeah.
both side walls and you,
Yeah.
like you are keeping your wardrobe there,
Yeah.
there is a space in between.
Yes.
Even it kills the vastu. But because psychologically we always feel we are sharing the bathroom wall,
Okay.
so technically to overcome that psychological myth,
Yeah.
हमको करना क्या है कि अगर हम एक बीच में if we put a ply or anything,
Yeah.
a sheet,
Okay.
full sheet there,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is not seen.
I read the copper sheet can be placed, but I was trying to search, but it is very expensive. Do you have idea about
No,
it?
oh, no, Bhagwanji tell you live like
Ah,
this only.
okay.
It's all we
Okay.
have created.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
basically a sacred place, and we want
Okay.
it to be
Yeah.
with full purity, sanctity. So it's
Hmm.
for us, our own
Yeah.
mind satisfaction.
Yeah.
Put any good sheet, PVC sheet also if you put in between, less
Okay.
cost.
Okay.
No cost,
Aluminum sheet also can be put.
and
Right.
anything economic.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And one more question I have. Please suggest whether auto ignition or manual this thing is better for gas stoves.
Who is using more? You or house help?
I am using more.
You're using more, than enjoy whatever you like most. No such constraint. Both services are available.
Okay. No, durability wise, I'm asking.
It's
Yeah.
all functional.
Okay. And even that chimney also, no, auto, that hand waving.
Little more
Ah.
stylo,
Uh-huh.
but you should be seen what you should consider is what you are buying. Let it
Okay.
be any equipment. Service is available properly.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Then you can buy it.
No, especially with chimney nowadays, everything generally comes with that auto, this thing, no, like hand waving kind. Whether it is really
And no
durable.
problem at all.
Okay.
It comes with those features. If
Okay.
suppose you buy a chimney of Cav, Elica, Gilma,
Okay.
Faber, whatever
Okay.
you buy, do you have service station in the place where you live?
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
have, then
Yeah.
enjoy whatever you like.
Okay.
But if
Okay.
it is a 5 people family, minimum normal 1 unit family, minimum 1,000 suction you should consider.
Okay. Yeah.
1,000
Okay.
plus suction. Generally,
Yeah.
you will get 1,200, 1,500 in the same cost.
Yeah.
500,000 rupees difference in the overall cost.
Yeah.
If
Thank
it
you,
is
madam.
above 1,000, it is good.
Any
service.
additional questions? Can I contact you by taking your
Anytime,
number?
ma'am, I will wait for your call.
Okay. Yeah. Not now. Like for any time I
Anytime.
get calls. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am. You
Yes,
can
yes,
contact
yes.
Gunjan ma'am through us. We'll drop our contact details in the chat box. You can take it from there.
Yeah.
Also, we'll be contacting each and every one of you from Kolo, so you don't have to worry about it either.
Call is chargeable.
No, the thing. You can always call, you can ask queries. It's good to get hands joined with experts and creating good spaces for people. And
Just kidding, man. There's nothing
I
else.
understand. Please feel free, kindly connect. Let's create a good group and create good spaces together.
Absolutely. How much do you charge for interiors generally?
I don't charge fees. I get involved with people and I have a very basic minimal percentage which I also inform the client that overall, if you want to pay fees, then based on the work, then we tell. Otherwise, it will come to 4 or 5% of the project, and that works. Like maybe if you calculate in terms of maths, hi to nahi aata. Maybe probably lakh 50,000, 75,000 based on work.
Yeah, since I was on I got a call. I got just missed it, man. I'm back to call, man.
No
Since I'm
problem.
from the phone, yeah.
I charge it as I don't charge. Generally, for commercial projects, we do charge.
Okay.
Give a particular fees. For residential projects, we work as per the comfortability of client.
Okay.
If
For
client
example, I have a flat of 2,000 square feet of the flat.
see
Just for
2,000 square feet, I understand. Suppose a 4 BHK house.
That's right.
Yeah. So generally, if client is comfortable paying fees, then we charge probably lakh, 1.5 lakh based on the work.
Okay.
If
Okay.
there's no separate fees, but give us the best rates competitive to market.
Okay.
Basically, our fees is for our thought, but your budget is yours. So
Absolutely.
our duty is to inform you what best you can buy in your sense of aesthetics and budget.
Oh, that's great.
So that's how we work. We never did any marketing. We always get work. One we do, then other we do. So I have a very good community of work that we have done in a good group.
That's
So
great job, ma'am. That's very nice.
like that we work.
Thank you, ma'am. So I think we've got 2
Thank-
questions in our chat box. So I'll read it out. Due to space, the second one is, can you explain what is meant by open kitchen, how it can be done? What's the cost saving, any demerits?
Amma, while cooking is seen, she is not hidden inside and cooking something and telling something. That's the open kitchen. Basically, open kitchen connects the person. If you are not very, some people are very private, and kitchen is something we really spend a lot of time cooking for family. So we have this wall separation between the living room and the kitchen. The person usually who works in the kitchen also sometimes need more of their own, like how we study and we need our own corner and sit and don't disturb. So some people psychologically need a closed unit that I am more comfortable if I'm doing my work like that. But some people see, Arey, I am sitting here, everybody is having fun outside. So then we remove that wall. It becomes open kitchen. So the work is going on same, but the connectivity is more. The person while working can watch TV, can interact with people around, feel open. Nowadays it is more popular because we hardly spend time at home, and then also if we go between the walls, we are all hidden. So nowadays open kitchen is more popular.
Okay,
Based
ma'am.
on, it's basically this time's lifestyle, no?
Yes, ma'am, understood. So if you guys have any more questions, you can put it either on the chat box or you can unmute yourself and ask the questions. It's better if you clear all your doubts in this webinar itself. You won't get another session like this anytime soon. So
Be interactive. घर बना रहे हैं, खूब बातें करिए. घर तो खुशी खुशी बनाना चाहिए. You should really enjoy it. It's your best friend, no, for your lifetime. खूब बातें करिए और घर बन जाता है. Any query?
yeah, yes, ma'am, you got a question in the chat box. Is it okay to place mandir below a pillar?
Below a pillar of what sort?
Yeah, ma'am, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Vidya, it is beam what you are asking.
Yes, it is beam.
It is beam.
Yeah.
There is a myth that you can't, but ideally we try to, ideally the placement of mandir we try to do in a more clean and open space where psychologically we don't put it on vastu wise also under the stairs, because we
Okay.
feel somebody is stepping on the
Yeah.
stairs and the god is under it. See, understand the thought,
Yeah.
right? So defining spaces is all about thought.
Yeah.
Now, if your beam is something like which is not really under while walking under so much area, then you are good. Like in duplex, we have this limit. In apartment, generally there is a defined structure. There is a house above other house. So you can't do much about it. Only thing you can see is the god should ideally vastu wise should face east or west.
Okay.
But in South India, I have client who got maximum blessing when they face the south, because unka janampatri is matching in a way that he should offer blessings in south, so his god is facing north.
Okay.
There is another client who told me if God placed in north can be placed in north, but should not see south. If I place God in north, it will see south.
Okay.
So you just turn it a little. So they say the ideal direction is northeast, because north is allowed, east is allowed. God is everywhere. In Muslims, they say don't put your feet towards west. You can keep your head towards north. In Hindus, they say don't keep your head in north. So it's if you relate it more If you are very culture bound, then follow what is your
Yeah.
dharma says. If you are
Okay.
more science bound, then follow
Yeah.
what science says. But
Okay.
Vastu will not obstruct any blessing of you with the God. So don't worry.
Okay. And I have one more question. Just like the other participant, Mrs. Rekha, she mentioned, even we have bought a resale unit, which is again same 15 years old. So now we have confusion whether the building looks strong and all, but the bathroom pipes are old type, GI pipe. So we have a doubt whether we should go for removing all that thing and replace with PVC,
Are
or
you
we should.
already living there? You have
No,
moved
no,
in?
no. We just recently bought. We are going to renovate whatever modular kitchen and all.
Have you already finalized some group to do it?
Yeah, we are in talks with one nearby. We live in Whitefield,
Talk
so
to me
nearby.
if I
Yeah,
can suggest you something. Why?
yeah.
Because if I can meet you and see the place, I can
Okay,
guide you better.
okay, okay.
Because we
No,
do renovation also,
okay.
I
Yeah,
can guide you. If you really just need interaction
yeah,
and want some suggestion, and you have already finalized to with
yeah.
somebody to go ahead,
No, currently you can suggest whether it is ideal to go for
and
replacing with PVC or
and see the condition.
yeah,
Generally, these pipes they have good life, 30,
yeah.
40 years also. Na, nothing will happen. So
Okay,
you should always get them checked properly. That is
okay,
all is the suggestion.
okay.
Wood has
Yeah,
this 15 to 20-year
yeah.
lifespan generally. I mean, wood means ply.
Okay, yeah,
Real wood needs treatment on a 40-year basis also will work 20, 25
okay,
years if it is good wood.
okay,
Some
okay.
treatment it will live with. Like what
Yeah.
element is made of? Artificial or natural?
Okay. And one more question is, can you give some idea about expansion joints? Like recently that when we visited the building society, they are planning to fix the expansion joints to different every unit at balcony and utility areas.
Luckily,
So
because we have expert for every zone,
okay,
we suggest you meet us also because luckily we are in execution, not only suggesting, but there are
okay,
people who also only do counseling. There are
okay,
people who do counseling and execution. We
okay,
belong to that category.
okay,
You
huh,
can meet me or you
okay,
can interact with me, and then if you're comfortable, meet me. Looking at your
yeah,
space only, we can guide you better.
okay, okay,
And then
yeah,
if you are
yeah,
comfortable and if you like the suggestion, you can work with us. If you are
okay,
more comfortable with somebody, you can pick
yes,
something from me, something from them, and
okay,
can get it done.
okay, okay, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Vidya ma'am. Thank you, Gunjan ma'am. Any of you have got any other questions? Please feel free to unmute yourself, or please try to put it on the chat box.
Thank you so much. Only 3, 4 people spoke to me. I am waiting to hear or read from others who are not speaking yet. But I can always answer your messages, get my details with Kolo advisors, and she is very good. She will connect you with all with me, and then we probably can interact.
Yeah, any of you have any more questions? So, we got one more question in the chat box. Can you little bit more about? Can you explain a little bit more about open kitchen? Cheapest and most aesthetic way of open kitchen. Also about cost saving.
Okay. Overall cost saving involves your thought. When you make house, take at least 1 week off, sit, prioritize what all you want in your house instead of just leaving it to others' hands. See what all is sustainable in your house and how you can reuse it. Because generally our old stuff is very good. We can refurbish it and if it is a real good element. A cost saving means you should always understand what cost is all about. Basically, from where this money thing comes to picture. Earlier, the thing was you do something for me, I'll do something for you. I have a field, I give you grass, you have a cow, you give me milk. That is how society works. Then there is this penny system comes, and people start calculating in terms of money. Now, instead of going in philosophical way, my suggestion is cost should always be your criteria of spending on what you like, not what somebody suggests you should like. And then if you have that money, spend it if you are comfortable. If you are not, collect it. Wait for collection and then spend it. If it comes to home, because that grows with you. Okay, so cost saving means don't take hurry-burry decisions. Take your time. There is beauty or aesthetic uh, appeal possible in anything, in everything, in every element. If I give you a very simple example, silver can be beautiful, gold can be beautiful, a stone jewelry can be beautiful. It is just that how you create, what you do with that element. So, and then everything is either natural or created. Like, for example, in terms of kitchen, as you ask a question, granite is a natural stone and most study, but limitation of colors are there. Now, man is intelligent, created on your onyx, not onyx, what you say, um, what is the word? What we use in kitchen, why am I missing it? अरे क्या यूज करते हैं हम किचन में? या तो हम ग्रेनाइट यूज करते हैं, अब वर्ड ही भूल जा रहे हैं. अरे क्वार्ट्ज, आई एम रियली सॉरी. तो हम क्वार्ट्ज इस्तेमाल करते हैं. अगर हम, क्योंकि हमने वो सिंथेटिकली क्रिएट किया हुआ है, उसमें हमें कलर वेरिएशंस बहुत मिल जाते हैं. द कॉस्ट वेरीज बिकॉज हमने इंडिया में क्रिएट किया या इटली में क्रिएट किया, तो उसके साथ टैक्सेस और ट्रांसपोर्ट जुड़ जाता है. तो कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव is a word which is very much person oriented. मतलब आप उसको किस तरह से कैलकुलेट करें जो सामान आप इस्तेमाल करना चाहते हैं. जैसे अगर आप ब्लैक ग्रेनाइट की बात करें तो 180 रुपए से भी बढ़िया ग्रेनाइट मिलता है. बढ़िया की डेफिनेशन क्या है? मुझे काला रंग पसंद है, बढ़िया है. मुझे 180 रुपए स्क्वायर फीट में मिल रहा है, स्टडी है, बढ़िया है. अब ग्रेनाइट में हमें थोड़े से रंग चाहिए, सिल्वर टिंच चाहिए तो भी काले में मिलती है, गोल्डन चाहिए तो भी मिलती है. कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव 180 का भी है, 240 का भी है, 300 का भी है. लेकिन जब हम क्वार्ट्ज की बात करें तो शुरुआत अगर एक अच्छे ए कैटेगरी, ए बी सी कैटेगरीज होती हैं बेस्ड ऑन देयर पोरोसिटी इनसाइड दैट स्टफ, तो आपको लगता है कि भाई हमें अच्छी स्ट्रेंथ का पत्थर 500 ऑनवर्ड्स मिलता है, कई बारी 450 500 स्क्वायर फीट से मिलता है. 300 180 में नहीं मिलता है क्योंकि नेचुरल नहीं है, बनाया जाता है. तो कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव मीन्स मुझे पसंद क्या है, मेरे पास पैसे कितने हैं और मेरे लिए वो इफेक्टिव है. दैट इज हाउ इट बिकम्स कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव. करेक्ट. There is one more material which you might have seen, that is what you say, Korean, जो एक बड़ा खूबसूरत पत्थर है, सफेद, आपको अक्सर होटल्स में दिखता है. वो क्योंकि वो फ्लेक्सिबल स्टोन है, वो मुड़ जाता है. अभी उसकी हम अलग अलग शेप क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, तो आपको अक्सर वो हॉस्पिटल होटल्स में शेप्स में दिखता है. उसकी परेशानी क्या है कि उसमें स्क्रैच आ जाते हैं कांच की तरह, और उसकी खूबी क्या है कि उसको आप रीपॉलिश कर सकते हैं. अब किचन में तो आप काम करेंगे तो स्क्रैच आएंगे. मार्बल वो पी लेता है हल्दी को, या अगर बहुत ट्रीटेड नहीं है तो, नहीं तो उसमें वेरिएशंस हैं, लोग यूज करते हैं. बट अगर आप उस पर कुछ ज्यादा ठोकी पीटी करेंगे तो उसके टूटने के डर है. तो इस हिसाब से मोस्ट कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव किचन में बोलेंगे तो ग्रेनाइट है. कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव प्लस एस्थेटिक्स कलर ऑप्शंस बोलेंगे तो क्वार्ट्ज है. क्वार्ट्ज आपको चॉइस से मिलता है. इंडियन क्वार्ट्ज के अपने लिमिटेशंस हैं, वो उन्हीं डिजाइन्स में मिलता है, उन्हीं कलर्स में मिलता है. कलिंगा क्वार्ट्ज है या और कई वेराइटीज हैं जो बाहर से आती हैं, वो आपको कई वेरिएशंस में मिलता है बिकॉज ह्यूमन क्रिएटेड है. तो दैट्स हाउ कॉस्ट कम्स इनटू पिक्चर. दैट्स व्हाट आई से, टेक योर टाइम, sit, understand, visualize. एस्थेटिकली अपीलिंग हर कीमत में चीज बनाई जा सकती है. कोई कंपलसरी नहीं है कि 100 रुपए खर्च करेंगे तभी सुंदर चीज दिखेगी. 10 रुपए में भी दिखेगी, बस करना है, करना मन से है. दैट इज द कंडीशन. दूसरा आपका ओपन किचन की बात है. इफ यू सी, oh, I start speaking in Hindi. Are you all comfortable?
Yes, yes, yes.
I shifted from
Yes.
English to Hindi, I guess.
Yeah, Hindi is okay.
Thank you so much. Thanks for understanding. Now, if you see the open kitchen concept, open kitchen is actually a very good idea if you see from the functionality aspect. One is you get one more platform extra when you open that wall barrier, so that you can actually keep your servings on it, and it's easy to get connected from the dining area. Aesthetically, it looks bigger, more airy, more open. Always more open spaces looks good. There is one more way to create open plus closed kitchen by using very, very light materials like glass shutters in between glass and dining, in with the which can be folded to one side, slide to one side. And then when you, if you feel outsiders are around and you don't really want it to be too much open, you can always close that shutter. That way also you can enjoy the mix of both. But definitely open kitchen ke saath, the benefit what you get is a breakfast counter, which is a very, very good and warm place to sit together and enjoy the meals and talk while interacting with others also, if they are around in the dining or sofa area, na. So it connects you overall. So concept wise, so it is very nice.
Okay,
Thanks,
ma'am.
thanks for the elaborate answer.
Thank you, ma'am. So
Thank
it's
you.
already 8:30, and I think we are about to like wind up our session. So I hope you guys don't have any other questions. I hope ma'am has answered all your questions.
Thank
So
you for liking and getting connected. I would be happy if you all connect again. You can get my numbers and we can always talk later as well. Anything, please feel you are connected to a friend and milenge.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So thank you,
Thank you so
participants. Thank you for joining us today. And I hope Gunjan ma'am has answered all your questions and she has helped you in clearing all your doubts. Thank you, Gunjan ma'am, for generously sharing your expertise in this matter. And we are so happy to have you here in this session today. So we also appreciate all the homeowners who have asked your questions, and thank you for joining and making the session a wonderful success. Thank you once again, Gunjan ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I would like to share my number. I guess some people want it. My number is 9590572345. Alka can always make it arrange for us. We can always discuss things. And if you still want to note it now, you can see I have written it into the message box. It's 9590572345.
Okay, ma'am. So once again, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for taking
Thank
such
you.
a beautiful
Thank you
session.
all.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you all.
Bye.